I'm Kayne Robinson, Executive Director of General Operations for the National Rifle Association, and I'm here with Bernhard Knöbel, who is the worldwide Chief Executive Officer of Blaser Firearms. And we have some great guns to talk about. Bernhard, tell us about this R8.
Well, this is the new R8. It is the successor of the R93 model. It also incorporates the straight pullback action. But we have refined it in several features. One of it is the trigger. The trigger is crisp and clean. It breaks like glass at 1 5/8 of a pound. Also, what it incorporates is the removable drop box magazine. As you can see, this incorporates the trigger. So when this is out, the gun is completely safe. There is no chance of an accidental discharge of the gun, and reloading is fast and easy. I think I should really quickly show you how the straight pullback action works in action, so you get a little bit
now that's one of the major
idea.
Differences with other guns. Show us how that works.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I just need to point it in the right direction. So you cock the rifle, you're ready to go.
So you don't have to work the bolt up. The bolt pulls straight back
Exactly.
instead of working the bolt, and that cuts the time down.
Absolutely. So you got more time to concentrate on the target and less time to concentrate on the gun, and that is what you want when you're out hunting. And what is also very important is that this is not just a conventional safety. It is handled like a conventional safety, but actually it's a manual cocking system. So when you put the lever back, the rifle is completely uncocked, so there is no hammer cock whatsoever. And the cartridges are, even if they are chambered, as safe as in your pocket.
So if you drop this gun or anything like that, it won't go off. I found with mine, hunting some places like Africa where people are in a line, you always have the problem of exactly how to carry a gun. Someone behind you, someone in front of you. With this kind of a safety, if it's decocked, it's perfectly safe all the time.
Exactly. We get reports from the field from Africa where customers tell us, hey, that was interesting. I was there with my buddies, and the PH said, okay, everyone please to unload the gun on the truck.
Right.
Without the only one that can stay cocked is loaded is the Blaser. Of course uncocked, but loaded.
The way this is designed, the central part of the rifle is also shorter because of the way the magazine fits in. Why is that?
Absolutely, that is so important. That on a conventional rifle, you have your trigger guard and you have the magazine in front of the trigger guard. That means that your whole rifle is 2.5, sometimes even 3 inches longer than the R8. That means that you have the weight really between your hands. The center of gravity is just 1 inch in front of the trigger guard, and that allows for superb handling characteristics. When we design a rifle, we talk about the overall weight, we talk about the balance, but the most important thing is really the weight distribution, that the weight is distributed from the center of gravity towards the muzzle and towards the buttstock.
Another thing I found with my Blaser is I have a 375 H&H Magnum barrel and a 30-06 barrel, and I wondered when I got it if that would really, if they transfer nicely back and forth. Out at 300 and 400 yards, I've been able to simply change barrels and have them be right on. That really amazed me. You can change barrels very, very quickly. How do you do that?
All you have to do is you open the bolt, take your barrel out and a new or other barrel in. You don't have to do anything else than this, but changing the magazine insert. Every barrel comes with a specific magazine insert. If you go from one caliber group to another, you also have to change the bolt head. I can also show you how you do that. See this little flip? All you do is lift it up. Out it goes. This is your bolt head. Now you exchange it with another bolt head of a different caliber group, and that's about it.
I found that's very simple to do between 3006 and 375. It's just very easy to do.
Absolutely.
But the most amazing thing was that when you put it back together, the sights are still on. Now I have a separate sight on my 3006 barrel and on my 375 barrel, but when I put it back in the frame, it's right on.
That's right.
It was amazing.
And the reason is that first of all, the barrel is located here in this massive receiver block. You see this little shim here that holds the barrel in place. And the other reason for this return to zero reliability is that the lockup locks up directly inside the barrel. So we don't lock up inside the receiver, we lock up directly inside the barrel. And as you said, the scope is mounted directly on the barrel, so everything is going inside here, and that's the reason for the return to zero accuracy.
All right, well, thank you very much, Bernhard. This has been great, and we're glad to have you here at the NRA convention.
You are more than welcome, and I must say you one thing. I have the greatest respect for NRA. What you do is really, for us as a manufacturer that operates worldwide and that ships our products worldwide, the NRA is the leading example of how hunting, shooting sports, liberty and freedom is protected. I thank you very, very much, and I can't give you more compliments than what I can do right now.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you very much.